All right, Al, thank you so much. Well, Donnie, the odds had Knicks picking 8th, and that's the number that you get. What do you do now moving forward, knowing exactly where you'll be picking in the lottery?
Well, now we begin our work as far as trying to pick out who's a player that, we think we can get there and we want to get there. And so the conversations around the league will start now. I think we'll spend a lot of time trying to figure out, how the draft ahead of us will go, and so what group of players we'll be looking at. We'll be bringing our scouts in, and then we'll have discussions about, if these guys are here, are gone, and here's a group, who do you want? Who do you think's the best? And it'll be a lot of work from here on out. And that usually also spurs a lot of trade talk. So, I think that the real off season begins when you have the lottery picked like it was today. And last year we lost the spot. Today we didn't win and we didn't lose. We stayed right where we were. So I would be content with that. I would have rather won, but we didn't. So that's what we'll do, and I think we'll get a good player. I thought before this that there were enough there were players to round out a top 10, and we're at 8, so I feel good about that.
Now, is there a certain position or a certain need that the Knicks have to fill, and you'll be able to do that with this pick?
Well, I'm sure you could probably look and see that there are, but what I think is that we've got to get a player who'll come in and basically fill in a need, and then once that happens, that's going to put another player we might already have in a better position to be successful. And we need to try to improve it through what we do in the off season as well. So, I think the combination of the draft and whatever else we can do in the off season is the object will be to put the team together so that they fit together and they can complement one another.
Now, with the number 8 pick, of course, there were so many stories leading up to today's lottery, and some media members already picked Stephen Curry ahead of Davidson. What are your thoughts on him as a player and the chances that he could be coming to New York?
Well, I'm not saying we'd pick Stephen Curry. He's certainly going to be a guy under consideration, as he will for the teams ahead of us. The story that said that, we kind of guaranteed him that we'd take him, they weren't true. But I know the press got them, and they think that that's what we're going to do. I'm going to bring him in just like everyone else and look at him. I respect and admire his game. I think he's a good player. So he's certainly a guy we'll look at and consider. And I think he's going to be a good player in the NBA.
All right, Donnie, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
And, of course, Donnie Walsh, we know, has a lot of work ahead of him until June 25th. Al, back to you in the studio.